out there, everyone. Cassandra Maki, and we're continuing with Last Kiss Before Summer. Oh, and if you just joined us, you're welcome. Glad you all can make it here, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. And always remember the most important character story is you, the readers. Well, get started. Well, let's get it up. 13 days left to live. The rhythmic beeping of the monitor lowers me back into consciousness. I slowly open my eyes and look at the ceiling. Back again so soon, huh? It's only been a couple of weeks since last time. I sit up when I notice a weight on my stomach. It's Julie! I put my hand on her head, causing her to jolt awake. Zane, you're awake! She scrambles up and calls out, Nurse! Nurse! Zane is awake! She rushes back to my side and looks me over. Oh, how are you? Do you feel okay? What happened? This is what I want to know. Why am I here? The doctor said the infection of your lungs is spreading. Suddenly, Julia hugged me tightly. I was so worried you wouldn't wake up. I wouldn't go without saying goodbye. But you never know. I give her an encouraging smile and cup her cheek, causing her to close her eyes and sigh. I promise I won't just disappear on you, okay? Julia nods while touching her hand to mine. The nurse comes in with a bright smile. Well, good morning to you. How are you feeling today? Never been better. However, my body betrays me as I begin to cough again. Zane, are you alright? I nod, pounding my chest. I'm okay, just choking on my own spit. You gave us quite a scare. The nurse checks the monitor and makes approving noises while nodding. Okay, I've already called the doctor, but I'm going to call your parents now. Do you need anything? No, thank you. The nurse leaves with a wave and I relax in my bed. So, what day is it? It's already Sunday, which means that you've only got 13 days left. Sayori appears at the foot of my bed. I lost an entire weekend. You know, if you didn't insist on going to school every day would be a weekend. I shoot Saya a quick glare, but then my parents and brother come in. I was so worried about how are you feeling? My mom hugs me tightly. I can't breathe. Hey, Mom, if you squeeze him any harder, you'll finish him off. Everyone laughs. Everyone laughs, and my mom loosens her grip, looking me over. You really shouldn't be pushing yourself so much. I wasn't doing anything. Your mom is just worried, Zane. The doctor walks in and my parents make room for him. As she would be, most people in your position would be relaxing, not going to school. How do things look, doctor? Well, pretty good, all things considered, but I still don't like that you passed out. Can I go home and miss out on the luxurious hospital food? While it's true you're out of immediate danger, I prefer if you'd stay another day and night for observation. I shake my head. No! I don't want to spend my last days in the hospital. That's one thing I don't want to do. But you might make things worse. Honey, you need to listen to the doctor. I want to go home. I want to live the rest of my life. I won't budge on that. If we force him, the stress might make things worse. So temper tantrums are the way to go. I'll let you go, Zane, on one condition. Take it easy from now on. Ha! Fat chance! Got it, thanks, Doc. 12 days left to live. Despite my mother's protests, I'm back at school only a few days after being released from the hospital. When I get to the class, Julia is already there and she rushes to me. Are you sure it's okay for you to be here? Don't you want to rest? What should I do? I shrug and start to walk to my seat. Hey, I'm serious, please! I turn to look at Julia and feel bad when I see the distress on her face. Julia, thanks for worrying, but I promise I'm listening to my body and I'll rest when I need to. I don't want you to. I know, but please respect my decision to come here, okay? Julia puts her hand on my arm and looks up at me. I need to tell you something, Zane. Why are you so serious all of a sudden? Julia's eyes knit together as she takes a deep breath. I've been trying to fight it, but now I know I shouldn't even bother saying anything. But after thinking you were going to die the other day, I knew I would regret it if I never said anything. Julia, are you? I love you, Zane, not just as a friend, but I'm in love with you. I hug Julie, and she returns my embrace, burying her face in my chest. Julia, I didn't know. Thank you. I'm sorry for saying it so sudden. I shake my head, and we pull apart just enough to see each other's faces. No, Julia, there's no apologizing. I'm happy, really. Are you? I'm glad I got at least one confession before kicking the bucket. Julia stares at me in confusion for a moment before giggling.
Tell a joke.
Why are you making jokes at a time like this? I gotta stay in character, right? Julia pouts, and gives me a small push. I'm pouring out my feelings to you, Zane. Sorry. I just like to make you laugh. It's so cute. Julie blushes and hides her face into my chest again. So does that mean you like me too? I hug her again, breathing innocent and sigh as I try to process the moment. You know it's strange. Strange? What is? I've known my timeline is limited, so I've tried to avoid certain things. Like love? You could say that. I've been trying to ignore all the butterflies that I feel in my stomach these days. I give you butterflies? Julia looks up at me with hopeful eyes and I nod. But it's my first time with these kind of things, so I'm not exactly sure how to feel. I see. So you can't say? Not yet. I want to be sure before I say anything. Julia nods, pulling away from the hug and biting her lip. That makes sense. I could be hard to understand your feelings, especially when it's with someone as cute as you. Julia flushes bright red and hides her face in her hands. Stop it! It's true though. So if you can give me some time, I can give you a proper answer. Julia nods, dropping her hands and giving me a smile. It must be tough for you. No, I don't see it that way. I'm happy for every moment, especially ones like these. Zane, can I kiss you? I smile and nod. Yeah, I like that. Julie blushes again before crossing her eyes and closing her eyes and kiss me softly on the lips, and I give her one last hug. Suddenly the door of the classroom slides open and a blur of color flashes towards, colliding with my body, squeezing me tightly. Mira, be careful! Good morning, Mira. Can't breathe. I pry her off of me and take gulps of breath. Hey, mister, you better not croak before figuring out our mystery, you got it? If you do, I swear to God I'm gonna resurrect you just to kick you in the butt for bailing on us. And pat her on the head and make her pout. I'll do my best, Mira. I try my best to concentrate through the class, but for some reason it's harder than before. Every time I try to read or listen to a lecture, I can't help but worry about that I have less time than I think. Is Saya wrong? Did she know I was going to pass out? If she knew, why didn't she say anything? What kind of guardian is she? At least now it's PE, so I don't have to think. Earth to Zane! Mira gives me a wave of her hand in front of my face, and I snap back to reality. Oh, sorry, Mira. I kinda went away for a moment. Yeah, you've been doing that all the whole day. How am I supposed to play tennis with you if you're just standing there catching flies? Sorry, I guess I just have a lot on my mind. Then it's time for Mira to shrink to the shrink to care for you. Mira the shrink? Yeah, you tell me what's on your mind and I'll tell you what to do about it. So go on, tell me what's on your mind. And don't say nothing. I'm worried I'm running out of time. Yeah, but we know that from the start, right? No sense of worrying about things that you can't do anything about. But is everyone right? Am I shortening my life by going to school? Would you rather have a short life by going to school or a slightly longer one wasting away in your room? Good point. I'd rather be here with you. Buttering me up. Go on. Hey, you two. Stop standing there and start playing. Oops. We'll have to continue this conversation later. My brain fog continues until lunch. Mira keeps poking me, trying to keep my attention, but it's no use. Maybe you should go and get some rest. Your face looks tired. Maybe, but if I go home now, I know my mom will pressure me to quit going to school together. We could go to the nurse's office. Can I sit here? All of us jump up, startled by Susan's appearance next to us. What's she doing here? Did Zane beat her in another test? The students laugh, making Susan's face harden. I can see her trying to keep herself calm, and I motion to an empty seat next to me. You're welcome to sit in this one with us. The gasps from the other students seem easier for Susan to ignore now that she's been welcomed. So, Susan, what's up? Did something bring you here today? This is quite odd. Yeah, nice to see you too. Susan lets out a frustrated sigh and shakes her head. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood. She leans forward, her elbow on the table, and looks at us. So, what did you all learn from the diary? Mira fills in her, and Susan listens carefully, nodding along and with a solemn face. So, did you find any indications on the say Yuri knew what was going on? No. I read it multiple times, but if she knew, she didn't write it down. I see, that's unfortunate. Susan stands up and looks at all of us and turns once again before nodding and shouldering her bag again. It's okay. Keep me posted if you find something. Without waiting for a response, Susan turns and runs out of the classroom and leaves. What was that all about? The rest of the day goes by in a blur. I can't focus at all, Is it just because of my disease? Maybe I should ask Saya when I get back. I walk home slowly and nod, wanting to deal with my mom pestering me again about staying home. I know her heart's in the right place, but... Hey, Zane, are you listening? Oh, Susan, I didn't see you there. Or hear me either, apparently. I've been calling out for you ever since you left campus. Sorry, I've just been in my head lately. Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about our mission. About Sayori? Yes. What other mission could we be talking about? Anyways, we have the diary, and you've read it, but what's next? What's the plan? I don't know, we haven't thought of anything yet. Susan crossed her arms, and I roll my eyes as she heaves an exaggerated sigh. This is exactly why I have to get involved. If I leave this up to you, nothing will ever get done. What do you have in mind? Glad you asked. Whatever happened with Sayori, my dad knew. He had to. Your parents told him about your sickness, even though it was supposed to be hush-hush, right? I'm sure Sayori's parents did, too. If they didn't, it's in his files. Oh, okay. So now what do we do? What's in those files? You're gonna have to come with me to nab them from his office. Okay, I'm in for what I have to do. We head back to the school and to the principal's office. I texted my dad saying I needed him on the other side of the campus. Campus, but we still got the secretary to deal with. What are we gonna do now? Watch and learn. Susan grins and goes up to the secretary, smiling sweetly at her. Oh, I see you, Susan. What can I do for you? I just saw my dad in the gym. He asked me to come get you. Oh, thank you, Susan. You're such a sweetheart. The secretary gets up and walks quickly out of the office. That was much easier than I thought. What can I say? I'm a people person. Now let's get those files. As we slip into the office, Susan locks the door and sweeps her eyes over the room. My dad always had hard copy backups, so we just need to find the right ones. Look, for the cabinet files from 2 years ago. It doesn't take long to find the cabinet, and Susan opens it up expertly, shifting through until she holds up it triumphantly. We've got to get work, Zane. But voices outside of the room cut off her celebration. Susan looks at me with a panic and respect. What's she doing her back already? We hear a muffling sound of a man's voice, and Susan's eyes wide. Crap! It's my dad! We gotta get out of here! But how? They'll see us if we get out the door. I look around the room, and and my eyes are set on the window. Does that window open? Oh, duh! The window let us go. We rush over to the window and Susan carefully opens it before climbing out and motioning me. Come on, Zane, before he opens the door. I crawl out of the window and we carefully push it closed, but Susan gasps once more and I turn to look. Crap, security guard. He's gonna know something's up if he sees us here. So what do we? Susan suddenly grabs me by the shirt and yanks me towards her, kissing me hard. She holds me the files against my back and I out of view. It doesn't take long for my mind to put the piece together and I wrap my arms around her, returning the kiss. Hey kids, no making out back here. You know better than that. Susan breaks the kiss, turning her face away from the school security, from the sound of the security guard's voice. Oh, sorry about that. Damn horny teenagers, always making out. The security guard walks away, grumbling to himself. Susan lets out a giggle. And grabs my hand as we run away to save and once out of sight of the security guard, Susan looks at the files in her hand. We did it! We actually did it! I reach out for him, but Susan pulls it away from me with a gasp. Nope! I gotta read it first! We should just read it together, right? Susan laughs and shakes her head. See you later, Zane. She blows a kiss at me and turns to run away, leaving me standing there confused. What was this all about? The night I lie in bed tossing and turning, I can't stop wondering about what Susan found. I need to know what's in the files. Alright everyone, here's what I'm calling an episode. If you all liked the video, punch the like button in the face, like a boss, and high fives all around. Oh, and if you just joined us, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. And always remember the most important character is you, the readers. Cassandra Maki out.